Wait, are you like holding the dagger like this and like...
Just like holding it in his hand, like staring at it as if he's actually...
Oh, it's like FaceTime? Just...
No, I'm not taking a selfie. I'm not looking at my reflection, Therrin. Well.
Welcome back to the adventure. I'm Emma Quinn, and I'm the Game Master facilitating the world.
Hello, I'm Damek, and I am playing Samuel.
Hi, I'm Dabbles, and I'm playing Bata, the bear barbarian. He comes from the lands up north, and he is exploring worlds outside of his homeland.
I am Pony. I will be playing Therrin the Sergal, who has a lust for adventure and is definitely not a rogue.
I'm Hawk. I'm playing Arden, a talented and brilliant mage coming from the capital of Atlas.
High or low?
The
The GM asked the table. High or low? Vote of all parties. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be the tiebreaker if there's a tie.
Low.
The GM should never be a tiebreaker.
Hi.
High, low.
Oh, I always do bad at these. Low.
Hello.
That looks like a hi to me.
Yep. So, there's a noise in the distance on the road. Hey! You left me behind!
Oh my...
Heart attack over here.
I assume he didn't see anything.
Could have heard it. Is that orb of sound pretty loud?
Yeah, it's pretty much attacking somebody with a localized sonic boom.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, it hits with a crackle and thunders out.
Yeah, he probably would have heard it. Probably didn't see anything.
We gotta get going, there's gonna be a thunderstorm!
God.
You're right, Gordon. Let's all go.
You all okay? You look worse for wear.
Pale.
Everybody looks
I
pale.
glare. Holding my broken ribs. Like,
Just drive
all
your
of
cart.
this.
Broken.
Fucking...
Just drive your cart, Gordon.
Wait, no,
Gordon,
there's
do
no
you-
room in his cart, right?
There's room.
Or
Just, like, for one person.
Gordon, do you have a health potion?
He gets paid in silver.
What he said. Gordon said.
He can't afford it, is what he's saying.
I turn and show him, like, the dead kid in Bata's arms. Like,
He's not dead.
he's not going to
He's
fabricate.
not even
something.
unconscious.
he could be lying. I'm like, dude, really?
He'll check. That's pretty bad. Bring him over here, I'll take care of him.
Okay.
Go with him, Therrin, please.
Okay.
You can just lay on top of the cart.
Yeah.
Look out.
Did you say that, really?
I put sauce in Gordon's wagon.
Okay, he's gonna bring him in and grab the healer's kit and start applying first aid. How did this happen? A lady kicked me in the face.
Yes, a
But
lady.
it's not technically a lie.
She looked a lot like Therrin.
That she would.
That it did.
That's okay. Well, you've been kicked in the head, so I'll listen to what you have to say, even if it's a little crazy, kid.
Judging by the tone, I don't tell Mr. Gordon.
He's gonna just take care of him and then let him sleep. Meet you up at your wagon, and so are we going to just try and get as far as we can?
Yes.
I feel like if we do another all-nighter, we can make it to, what was it?
The festival?
Pina Cola. We need to go on a boat from Pina Cola, and then we get to the swamp.
Okay.
Arden briefly calculates the tragic encounter of encountering that thing on a boat.
Hey, Gordon, do you have anything for, like...
Arden's mouth just hangs open
this?
for a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll see what our travel options are when we get there.
Suffice it to say, Gordon, we should leave.
There are other options. Sure.
Gordon's gonna take a swig of some of that energy concoction that you had before.
I
wake
got like adrenaline from.
That's what he's chugging.
The wake up juice.
Yep, the wake-up juice.
Wake up,
Keep in mind, he's been driving his cart the whole time. You guys have been taking 3 shifts.
Oh, damn. He's a professional courier, man.
He's a professional trucker. He's just sitting there sucking down caffeine pills.
Sets his fucking bugaloo on autopilot. It's like, you got this? Go.
Well, I
Okay,
helped Therrin up into the wagon because she's broken ribs or something.
Yep, well...
Oh, you look bad too.
I could... Yes. I can...
Let me help you with that.
Okay.
I guess he's good at healing.
I guess, Sam, you can drive the...
9?
They're having a hard time.
Can I use my treats?
Yes.
Can I also help?
Yes.
Okay.
What did you do to them? It looks like their legs almost popped off.
Yeah, they look pretty worse for wear right now.
Totally deadpan. I drifted.
I'm gonna go over to the Boogaloos and try to caress them with my 25.
Okay. That definitely helps them a bit, getting rid of all those knots.
Massaging their legs.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. You're just going to get rid of all like the messed up, pulled muscle problems that they have.
Oh, so caring.
Wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for you, Therrin.
Why are you being... I just almost got crushed!
Like you're saying that to her as she's like having her ribs like put back in the right place.
Yes.
Tied up.
Yeah, I look over Bata and I'm like, what the fuck?
You did this to yourself. Stealing from the dead, and then no wonder you have demons after you.
Stealing from the dead?
Do we put Zaus back in our cart or leave it in his cart?
He's currently sleeping in Gordon's cart.
Alright. Fine.
He's trying to keep an eye on him. Okay, that means...
Wait, can I leave Gordon's cart yet?
Yeah, anytime.
Zaus
will not even know you're gone.
Unless is he done healing me and I just...
He's going to finish up, and then while he's finishing up... Okay, ride checks from the people who are going to drive the carts.
Figure Sam would be... I don't think Therrin can drive. I can try to drive.
Are you feeling up to it?
I can drive.
Yeah, it's basically Samurai who should be driving, but kind of not feeling too good. So...
I guess I'll try and drive.
Yay! Okay, they're happy now. They're not in so much pain.
13?
And they like treats. Treats will give you a +4.
So we go. So we go.
Is anybody in the back with me?
Yeah.
That would be maddening
I
sound.
think everybody but Sam.
So,
For 24 hours a day.
one, if
Oh gosh.
I'm not going to be offended if either of you want to, like, be in the other wagon, because, and I hold up my sack, and I'm like, this is, what do you guys... Okay, I believe him now, so, what do we do about this? I say through gritted teeth and pain.
I don't know how to put one back, or if they can be put back. I mean, presumably with a creature, you could just give it back to it, but I don't know if that's going to make things worse or better. I don't
know if it's related or not, but, or rather, if we do have a tale of one being taken and the person who took it was killed by an Umbra, and that spire is in the desert to the north. I don't know if the curse of the desert is tied to it being stolen or not, but if assuming that it is, then that means that if the Umbra were to take it back, then the land would be cursed. The Withered is a barren desert, and anybody who travels there comes back sick and dies fast. We've been trying to find cures for this for thousands of years, but
You're telling me
that's a guess.
that...
What, like as a punishment for stealing it?
Right, and like adding protection to the shrine.
So this is what, like, they've always said these things are cursed, but, like, what, nobody believes it anymore, and you're saying this is it.
Actually, I believe the several thousand people of his tribe that roam the plains to the north do believe that.
Well, okay. Sure, which I believe now too. What would you say if you know more about this? What do we do?
I've never heard of anyone putting one back. So
Is this thing evil?
It's not.
It didn't seem nice to me.
You didn't seem nice to it either.
Well, it told me that it wanted the or dragon's tear, and it was listening to what I said when I spoke to it, and when it became a monstrosity, it was still capable of listening to me. So I think it is just a being with a singular focus of retrieving that thing. What I don't know is if what Bata said is true, and thus far what he has said is true, you could quite literally destroy Rogue Port by letting that thing return it. and us not doing it ourselves. I just don't know how. I mean, I saw where it was resting, but I don't know how it goes in there because it's just a hovering orb. I don't know if it has to be oriented a particular direction or if you need to do something with all those strange devices to put it in or remove it safely. I don't know anything about it. Which is why I want to see the active spires, because we can at least see how it is when it's supposed to be there. But I don't know if we can continue to repel this thing. That took literally everything that I had to keep you alive and keep that orb safe, and that thing was going to kill me. I do now know what exactly to use against it, but I don't know if we can continue to survive like this.
Well, as Therrin grabs one of her many broken ribs, at this point, I can't think of any good reason to keep it with us, especially for... That kid almost died. So did I. Like, we could just literally leave it on the side of the road.
Oh. Therrin, why you stole it because it's valuable to you, right? If we just leave it on the side of the road, someone's just gonna...
That could potentially endanger an innumerable amount of people.
Look, it sucks, but we just gotta tough it out. Don't think giving it back's gonna... Well, it's the right thing to do. It's probably not gonna be the best thing to do. We probably have to put it back ourselves, and we just have to.
You want to... How many days is that going to take?
I don't know. I'm not from around here.
I've never been up here before.
Sam, how long do you think it's gonna take us
to get back to Ropefort?
Well, I guess we have to go to.
Unless you guys have your people have some sort of like understanding of how those things work inside them.
I personally have not been inside one.
Because wasn't the original idea was to go to a working one?
Yeah. Well, it is. I wish to write a book about my findings within an active one to figure out their function and purpose. Yes, that is my goal. But we have more severe things, more like something that is legitimately endangering us and many other people, and potentially anybody we're near, as Zaus may be a good example of currently.
And myself.
Oh, yes, you too, Samuel. But you are not a young child. And you seem capable enough to defend yourself. I do not think we should continue to have Zaus around because he is a good child and he has a lot of potential, but I do not think having him anywhere near that tier is going to be any good for him in the future.
Well, you can't drop it because someone else will pick it up. You can't hide it because the thing is just going to find it. So it sounds to me like you're stuck holding it until you can figure out a way to get rid of it properly.
He did actually give its... I apologize for this, Bata, a great deal, but I can shatter it. By telling him that I could shatter it, he showed how vulnerable the tier is, because he was afraid that I was going to shatter it. I don't want to shatter it, I want to set things right, but if it comes to it, that may be the only solution we can have to keeping everyone safe.
There's nothing saying it'll stop chasing us if it's shattered.
It all it wants is the tier, and if the tier is no more...
When's the last time someone saw an Umbra out here? When y'all shatter tiers all
Well,
the
no,
time?
they've just been shattered. We don't it's not like there's a shattering facility. It's just they've been around since beginning of recorded history.
No, not... at least in Atlas, back at the capital, they don't... There were a number of spires in which Atlas was built around, and they were destroyed. Because people simply didn't know what they were, and they saw the pretty shining rocks that were unlike any other thing they'd ever seen, and they treated them as the highest form of currency among our people.
And they didn't see them.
They did not. So potentially, destroying that tier could unmake the Umbra.
But his lord, I guess, and growls.
I do not want it to come to that. You have been a capable ally, and I know even hitting that thing was very hard. but I do not. But if that is the only way that I can keep you safe or prevent others from harm, I am ready to do it if I have to.
Oh, it's no different than what's been going on out here for a long time. So,
I now understand the purpose and significance that they have, and I understand why your people revere them, but I can't let people get hurt unnecessarily because of that.
Bata just nods, sighs, and slowly makes his way to the front where Sam is. He just sits there.
Sam will just like pat him on the leg. Just say like I've been to Amond.
What?
Amond. Right?
Oh, Amond? Yeah.
Amond.
Oh, you foreigners can't even pronounce it.
That's great. I needed that. I pat Sam on the back.
So it's like I understand a little bit what our Mr. Renshaw is saying.
Are you gonna cast Shatter on it?
Not now.
I agree with Mr. Renshaw. I just wish that wasn't the case.
And then Sam will just turn his head and go, I don't think there's any guarantee that breaking it's going to stop that monster.
I have a fair assumption. If not, it'll get rid of its purpose to exist.
In which case its only purpose will be to destroy the person that destroyed its purpose.
Well, Arden shuffles and takes off his glasses and sets them in his lap, and he says, under a choked breath, if that's what it takes.
Then I will shatter it myself.
Hold on. Bata, what does this dragon tear mean to you? You're actually asking him to shatter something that is sacred.
There's a tugging at your leg.
From what?
At Therrin's leg?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tug from Therrin's leg.
I look down at my leg, even though I'm probably sitting down against a wall, holding my body together.
Mm-hmm. It's Zaus.
He just teleporting children.
He's already like a little late wizard.
Shut.
That would piss our not.
Zaus, what are you doing in here? You should be with the other guy, Gordon.
Are we gonna be okay?
Kiddo, you're gonna be just fine if we do what I say.
What's that?
What is that?
I can't be a part of causing you guys to die. And I was right there. I was ready to give that thing to it when Bata yelled at me. Because in that moment, it made sense.
Could
Bata, you want that thing to be intact, yes?
Ideally, yes.
We can somehow get it to that thing. We should have given it to that thing. I mean, I'm not saying thank you for keeping me alive, but does anyone feel bad about giving it to that thing, even though it just tried to kill all of us?
If it puts the citizens of Rogueport in grave danger.
And anyone else that's in its way back there. It's going to have to travel back to Rogueport. And you think town guards or roving bands of huntsmen or anything like them are just going to let that creature just live its own life?
We have no idea how it moves around. It obviously got onto we have no idea how this thing actually operates. It was a copy of me on top of the...
It's a shapeshifter. It has turned into a poor facsimile of you. We first encountered it as a large creature covered in mouths and eyes. It turned into a creature of mouths and eyes and engulfed you so it could turn into a harpy creature, and then it turned into a giant insect to get away. It can turn into anything that it wants.
Yeah, so it might not cause any havoc at all.
But
Bata, it's supposed to just get it back to the thing. Is that what you're telling us?
But we don't know the consequence of it returning it.
Right.
Well, it's gotta be better than, murdering us all in the middle of nowhere.
Versus destroying thousands of people's lives.
There is no reason to believe it will do that.
So we're once again disregarding what Bata says.
Is that what you think is going to happen, Bata?
The curse upon the land? Probably. I mean, We don't know how that curse happened. Only assume that's probably why.
But Sam's gonna pipe up and ask Therrin, how long has Rogueport been around?
Did Therrin fail her history?
Arden is just like, actually.
Wasn't too busy jumping?
That's a 19 on history. It's been cataloged in the archives since pretty much the beginning of the point in which we started recording history, so thousands of years, maybe longer.
And is there any mention of this creature anywhere in that history?
The people there built around the spire, and Therrin might know the better history of it, but from what I understand, they built around the spire, and since it was on a coastal port, they turned it into a mercantile capital and pretty much treated that thing as a glorified museum and vault. So they just they saw it and they thought it was pretty, but never took it out.
So it's safe to say that this thing didn't show up until
It was removed.
Mrs. Therrin here removed it.
Treat the museum better than its people.
Not necessarily wrong.
I'm going to leave that as in character.
But
That was in character.
But Sam's gonna be like, so what guarantee is there that it's gonna go away once it's put back?
Does that mean they treated it with the same kind of care that Bata's people treated theirs? Zaus asks.
No.
No, just no.
Well,
No,
kept
they use that to show it off. That's all that city cares about. That
They at least kept it safe, right?
not that safe.
With the wink.
Apparently.
Not that safe. I can't believe that thing came from Rogueport. I don't want this thing anymore.
Well, what I'm saying, Therrin, is if you let it have it and it take it back, do you think it's just going to go away? Or is it going to stay there, right in the middle of your city, and keep everyone away from it?
I didn't even know that thing existed. I thought it was a pretty rock and a very expensive rock. And I wanted that city to suffer. So, and now you guys are suffering because of it. But you're telling me we want to keep it. Like,
We're kind of in this together now.
If we separate, is it just gonna hunt us down one at a time?
No.
probably, kiddo.
No, it won't. It wants the orb back. We'll go where the orb is.
So you want to shatter it?
No, I don't. It is a potential solution, but I would rather not, because if it's destroyed, we can't put it back.
So the thing wants something we've got,
Yes.
and if we threaten to destroy it, it gets mad.
Yes, very.
Couldn't we just hold it at bay, threatening to destroy it if it gets too close next time it pops up?
That is exactly what I did. And it made it very angry. But it confirms that thing is very fragile and can be broken easily. I can keep that as my ace up the sleeve, but that thing seems adaptable. So we probably will not be able to get away with that again in the future.
Do you think we can make a deal with it? If we can prevent it from getting what it wants?
I've considered that.
It might be reasonable enough.
It knows we can shatter it now, right?
It does.
It also tried to kill us when we told it we could shatter it.
It also knows that we're not shattering it.
I didn't seem to care.
No, I mean, like, we're not shattering it now because we want money.
That is the least of my concerns now. So you guys want to take it back to Rogueport? We won't make it.
Well, if we don't make it, then we just give it back. Or shatter it.
Yeah, I can't put you guys in any more. I can't, and you guys shouldn't do anything to put Zaus in danger.
Zaus being in danger was more,
That was my decision.
yes, lack of expertise in battle as opposed to...
And you were awesome, kiddo.
Don't encourage him.
Alright.
Therrin is doing well by teaching you with throwing daggers. You should keep your distance from your foes. Stay safe. But you can still hurt them from far away.
And if you were to die, you would hurt a lot more people than just yourself.
Yeah, I can't show you how to tumble if you're dead, kid.
Adventure is good and exciting, but it is still very dangerous. And I do not wish to make your mother cry.
He's gonna tear up a little and sit down.
She's gonna whoop your ass. And I won't stop her.
Yes, threaten to tell on him.
I'm gonna tell your mom on you.
Yeah, you do that again. You grab a monster next time and tell Mama Noms.
You show a lot of promise and a lot of potential, but it'll all be wasted if you die. And I don't think myself, Bata, or Auntie Therrin would, and Samuel would all be very hurt if we could not live with that.
There's a glint of light in his eye that flashes for a second. Not literally, just the...
I was like, I explode!
I have an idea.
Oh?
Isn't there someone that can do this better than us?
Who?
That is a struggle of my life.
Who instead of?
Wouldn't it be smart to send it to the college?
The order is the forefront on the spires or dragon's teeth. And if anybody would know what to do with it or how it operated, it would be them. Though, truthfully, that information appears to be missing from our archives, which is why I'm out here in this awful place.
Well, I don't know how they take to a dragon's tooth being stolen and then you showing up with it.
I don't know how they'd react either. And it is a very good idea. I don't know if we could get there safely. I fear sailing on the open sea when we are alone in a boat, that thing could turn into a kraken or a giant sea spider or something like that and just destroy the boat out from under us.
Over descriptive Arden gives GM ideas. Always.
I like it.
Arden calculates, situations and scenarios. So,
Well, Sam, how much more do you think you can keep on driving us? Are you still awake?
I'm still awake. It's morning, right?
Yeah.
We were all awake before. Asleep before Therrin woke us up.
yeah, thanks, Aaron.
For Madame Mildred's magical mausoleum of mystery or whatever it was called. But I'm good. I don't think I can sleep right now anyway.
Yeah.
I eye the whiskey.
I can keep driving.
I'm contemplating going to sleep so that I can be awake when Sam is...
Sam says the rest of you all should sleep.
I propose this. I need to sleep.
Clearer heads, brighter future.
Zaus, I'm sure you need to rest up.
Yeah.
You look shaken, Arden, and we can put the dragon's tear like not right next to us, like probably a little further from us, but not in danger of it being stolen by some vagrant, and we can rest easy. Because if it's all that it wants,
You could put it in my hiding spot.
we're in the middle of nowhere, kiddo.
He kind of moves away from you using the wall for support, pulls down on one of the floorboards, and lifts up a little compartment.
Little shit.
It's got a bottom hatch so that people can crawl out underneath, I think.
You just found this?
Yeah.
Well, I
How long
guess
have
the kid
you-
is bored.
Yep.
Okay, wait.
Traveling.
So wait, let me get this straight. You guys, it only generally knows where it is. That's a fair assumption.
Yes.
Like, do you guys think we can actually hide this thing?
Well, so
If it's inside the wagon, then the wagon is getting ripped apart.
When it was trying to impersonate you, it wanted help finding the dragon's tear.
Oh, I heard it ask you.
Yeah, and it has a singular drive, but it is of free will. So we could, to an extent, lie to it or mislead it. In fact, well, now that it's not in my head anymore, something that I'm just now realizing is if we're going to a real city, we need to find a glass blower, a really good glass blower, because we can make a fake. It's a glowing orb. If we make an orb that looks similar to it and I cast light on it, we may be able to bluff it. We could give it what it wants, and I'm sure it won't take it a terribly long time to realize that it's been tricked. But that is a potential scenario or plan that we could use for getting away from this problem temporarily, or at least getting some distance away from it so we can prepare properly for its attacks.
That's what you guys want to do.
It is but a plan that we can put in place.
Bata had taken a swig of the whiskey, but his constitution's too high. But like your idea, Arden, Mr. Renshaw, that should work out very well.
Yeah.
It's worth a shot.
Also, thank you, both of you, for doing well. That was a very bad situation. We could have all died.
Why were you guys on top of the wagon anyways?
Did
God!
Does Bata know that they were on top of the wagon?
Like,
Oh, I see the giant
The
hole.
giant holes? Like, what happened to the top of my wagon?
yeah, like what? Yeah, what was all this about? Like, I feel like talking about a dagger that's talking to me. It pales in comparison to the rest of the evening.
Yeah, but do you have a dagger that talks to you?
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, but
But why did it put you on the top of the wagon?
Wait, what are we?
Apparently, she wanted us on the top of the wagon so we could have a private conversation, so I could see whether or not her cranial damage was causing her to hear talking weapons, or that she actually had a dagger, which is magical.
Can I see the dagger?
Hold on. Just, I want to make this clear. As far as changing topics, like, we're just going to hide this thing and go on to the next town and make a fake one.
Yes.
Didn't seem to bother us in the last town at all.
Maybe it stays away from towns?
True.
Well, that was the first look of perceived safety I've seen on their faces in a while.
Or maybe we just got lucky, I don't know.
Shush, voice in the sky. Shush.
Okay, well, this is my doing. I don't agree, but I will help you guys do this, because you two seem to be the experts on this thing. I just got my grubby paws on it. So, before I take this out of my shirt, I'm going to tell you this seems very weird to talk about this right now.
Or something.
What do I hear?
If you put me in the sheath, I'll be sharp cheddar.
No, this weapon is
This
not
is in my
real.
head. No one else heard that, right?
Okay.
My eye twitches. It's like,
You trailed off there. What's...
well, you didn't hear that, so here's the dagger. You wanted to look at it, Arden. If you would like to take it, and Zaus, do you have its scabbard? I am sorry, I stole your dagger.
He's gonna look at you with like the most pathetic, betrayed face.
Oh.
But I gave you, I
it looks
gave,
even more pathetic because it's bruised.
I gave you Baz. Baz is a little bit sharper.
And it's bruised with someone who looked like you's foot. Boot mark.
I voice, I'm sorry, to Zaus.
He's gonna hide in his hole.
Oh. It's okay, I'm sorry, kiddo.
Look at
Well, it's
that.
a day of hurting everybody.
Stealing does have consequences, doesn't it?
Has the day not been bad enough? Therrin doesn't say that, she just gives the look of that sentence. Just, Really?
Anyway,
Just that look and then anyway.
so when you picked up that dagger, did you feel strange at all?
Did I feel strange? Nope.
Okay. Not as quite as disciplined in willpower, but Arden places a hand on the dagger. Any weird feelings?
Yeah, something's trying to talk to you.
Okay.
Are you communing with the dagger?
Not communing with the dagger. I'm just seeing if it's gonna. As stated before, one of the hazards of an intelligent weapon is using its will to dominate the person wielding it.
So, Therrin's a puppet?
No, Therrin's a tool, not a puppet.
Oh. That's
That's
an insult.
catching on.
So maybe I'm not to blame for all
Okay.
of this?
So, Arden grabs the dagger and holds it in his hand.
Did Zaus give me the sheath? Or he's just...
No,
a little
keep it
punk.
in.
I look at the Donnie dagger that Therrin gave me, and I'm a little concerned, but I don't think it's talked to me before. So put it back.
This is a comical situation after all of that.
Arden stares at the dagger very intently and casts Detect Magic.
There's a tiny enchantment in the dagger. It's so weak.
What school?
Enchantment.
Oh, that seems appropriate. At least it's not necromancy or something terrible like that.
Enchantment.
Okay. Yeah, not necromancy. It's very faint.
It seems, looking at it, to be one that was designed to be terrible at being witty with a taste for wittiness.
It is the comic relief sidekick dagger.
Wait, hold on. What?
It's not even magical enough to enhance its combat ability.
Arden will just say out loud, Mr. You said it was Cheddar? Is that its name?
Yeah, somehow it knows its known name.
Okay. So, Mr. Cheddar, my name is Arden.
I can actually just think it. But yeah, I want to know what you're saying, but
Thank you.
it's neat.
I know. I'm a wizard of the Order of Arcane Sages from Atlas.
This is awkward, right?
No, Bata's eyes like sparkle a little bit because he's like seeing full smart Arden right now. So.
But is your name Cheddar Dagger?
It seems to be having a lot of trouble communicating with you. It's possible your mind is too strong for it to travel through.
We need someone more simple to talk to this. Can I
Did you say that out loud?
I assume so.
Okay, let me try this again. Can I make like a concentration check to like focus on the voice and try and like
Sure. Try and make a pathway for it.
open the channel?
All that training to make your mind a mental fortress, it's pretty strong it looks.
Oh yeah, that's an 11.
Yeah, it's not gonna be enough.
I can't hear it very well.
I go, hello, Cheddar.
It's probably only gonna be able to hear you if you're touching it.
Oh,
Um,
I touched Cheddar on Arden's paw.
I am Cheddar.
It speaks. It blows raspberries.
okay. Could you ask him who created him?
Mr. Cheddar, who made you?
I'm not very smart.
Do you know what's the first thing you remember?
What's Cheddar really like?
What's Cheddar?
I was named after something, but I don't know what it is.
I'm not familiar with what Cheddar is.
I want to
That
cut
is
it.
Circle Clan.
I am like hearing this one-sided conversation going,
He's asking what Cheddar is.
why? That's specious.
What? I'm sorry. I'm just asking what he's asking.
We ship a lot of other things other than cheese.
Well, he just wants to know what Cheddar is.
It's cheese.
What's cheese?
You don't have cheese?
Cheddar.
Cheddar. I guess Cheddar is cheese.
Cheddar.
Okay.
This is a really strange conversation to listen to up here, guys.
Okay.
He's
I'm like craning my neck. Like, what is happening?
Ask Cheddar what its purpose is.
Mr. Cheddar, what do you do?
It's guarding itself. If you want to find out, you have to make a will save.
Oh, Mr. Cheddar, come on, you can tell me.
Old Uncle Bata.
I'm a tattletale.
You're a tattletale. Who are you gonna tattletale on? I want to know stories. He's a tattletale, apparently.
I don't remember. Whenever I tattle, I forget things.
Who do you tattletale to?
He's confused.
Oh, who do you? Can I see that on the dagger?
It's a feeling.
Okay.
Daggers is like made by the person following you.
Yeah.
I mean, who do you? What do you tattletale to who?
That was a...
I look at Sam and I'm like,
Hey,
I don't know what the
Bata's talking
F
to a
is going on.
dagger right now.
Sam says,
you want to touch the dagger too?
You guys really need to go to sleep.
I tattle to...
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna reach out and touch the dagger too.
There you go.
Let's all talk on like a group call.
We're all touching Arden's paw. Sam, do you want to touch the dagger too?
I'm driving.
Oh, okay.
Also, dagger.
There is a mildly sentient weapon in our possession, apparently.
Want me to tell them?
No, I want you to tell me who you tell to.
Zaus, you should get up here and listen to this thing.
I think he's busy crying under the floorboards at the
He
moment.
pokes his head out with like really soppy eyes.
Come on, kiddo. This is really neat.
Rolls over and touches it and holds his arm with the sheath away from you.
And I gesture to Bata. Continue.
I did ask Cheddar a question.
We just haven't got an answer out of him yet.
I could talk to them. Maybe you could hear them. You're nice people.
Okay.
I want to be a person someday.
You want to be a...
What makes you a person?
Zaus, can you hear that?
Yep.
Well, we're all simpletons here, so... Well, I don't know how we could make you a person, Mr. Cheddar, but I guess talking to people kind of makes you like a person.
It gets sad really quickly. It's having a realization that every time it tattles, it becomes less of a person.
Oh,
Because it loses its memories.
well, I guess you don't have to tattletale.
But I do.
You.
At least once every 7 days.
Bata looks over at Therrin.
We're ready for the seventh day.
Very concerned. you can just not, right? Tattletale. Then you have all the memories. I mean, we're going on an adventure. That's a lot of memories, right?
Yeah.
How many days until you have to tell? Cheddar?
One.
Tonight? Tomorrow?
I could do it earlier.
How?
It feels bad.
Cheddar, why don't you tell us before you tattletale next time so we can see what you're telling people?
It's gonna make a will save. Oh. It's gonna be tattling.
Right now?
Yep.
Do
So
we-
it's stringing together its memories of the last 6 days, like a movie reel,
That's a lot of time in the pocket.
What are we feeling?
like a flash through it.
We're seeing all of its...
You're getting the highlight reel of the last 7 days.
Yep.
You're getting the podcast.
Oh my god. I wish I looked cooler.
It only has sight out maybe around 8 feet around it. Everything else is hearing. And if it's concealed, then it doesn't see stuff. It's been concealed a lot because of Zaus.
Okay.
So we're seeing a lot of black.
Yes, and hearing a lot of stuff. It's moving almost faster than your brains can process it. It's like your brains are playing catch up with everything.
I pull my paw away for a second and I'm like, I had 2 things on myself that was bad for us. I don't know why, but I'm sorry.
I guess we see this flashback to completion.
Yep, and then it's sent off. And it feels like this pool of knowledge you're in shrunk considerably. And it being sent off created a connection that you can feel somewhere very far away in the world. Feels very far south and it connects with a group of 3 people.
Do we just like see 3 silhouettes?
Yes. They all have a very commanding posture.
Do they know that we're seeing them?
One of them does.
Oh.
And they snap that connection shut.
Furries, so not everyone looks the same. We can identify species by their silhouette.
Nice.
I assume they were all cloaked.
No.
Oh.
Don't give him ideas!
One of them was a Saragal. One of them was a rat. And the other one was a otter.
Scribble.
Now everybody update your notebooks.
Cheddar was that them? The people you title sell to?
Who are you?
Oh, hello. I am Bata, Mr. Cheddar. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You want to be friends?
What's that?
Oh, that's when 2 people really trust each other and tell each other secrets and all that.
Actually, sorry to interrupt here, but on my end, did the detect magic show anything different?
When that connection was being made, it spiked. There was a resonance from somewhere else supplying magical power. This is likely the lesser part of a greater device.
Oh, I see.
Oh, speaking of which, you actually have one little bit more of information. The clothing worn in that in those silhouettes strikes you as something your mother would wear and 2 of the other higher families in the port.
Oh, boy, howdy, Therrin.
Guys, I think I have something to tell you. Or were we all like connected and
There's a feeling of unrest that everyone can feel after you've had a moment to look at the silhouettes.
So she would recognize it right away.
Yeah, the mother in particular, that'd be the lead into the other 2. Oh yeah, that's Mr. Oh, that's... Oh.
you guys saw that? Yes.
Yeah? 3 people?
You saw that too, Zaus, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you think we could have that scabbard now?
He takes it out and gives it to you.
Thanks. I put him in there. I put Cheddar away.
What? Why are you putting Cheddar away?
I think
He's tattling on us.
he's got it right. I think that was my mother, and I don't understand this, but if you guys felt the same thing I did, it looks like my mother is somehow watching all of this. So yet again, I have put you guys in grave peril.
What's wrong with your mother?
Where do I begin?
I mean, she might just care about you enough to like...
My mother cares about Perch Trading Company, and that's it.
Okay. But she took so much effort as to make a magical dagger to spy on your movements.
Did she give you this dagger?
Well, that's a good question. No, she did not give me that dagger. She does not support my lifestyle.
Well, so she's a smart woman.
Well, I mean, I don't either, so... I might get along fine with her.
Yeah, she seems like a nice lady.
Okay, so you guys just like the idea of all of our exploits being potentially given to her and 2 other... Well, my family is not the best, and they only care...
Well, do you think she's gonna come track us down?
Yeah, it's been several weeks. I figure if she was going to hunt you out with that, she probably would have done something by now.
She probably knows that you stole the dragon's seer a long time ago.
Yeah, she knows. Those posters are a sham. They just want me back, and I want nothing to do with them. I don't feel comfortable having that thing around. I don't think it does us any good, and my mother is a bitch.
Runs in the family.
That's just being mean.
I'm like with broken ribs here.
Well,
Wait, they don't know what we're doing right away. They have to wait a week.
Right?
what, they're just forever a week behind?
Sounded like it.
Well, yeah, that's probably why they... I mean, unless we talk about where we're going, which we just did.
Go.
Look, these people, my mother, my family cares nothing more about me or anything else. The only thing they care about is PTC and their ever-growing trading empire. And
PTC?
Therrin Size Perch Trading Company. My name is Therrin Perch
That's what was on the poster.
of Perch Trading Company.
Okay. Got it.
Sorry, I had to take the time to sigh and give side-eye to the person not helping.
What are you suggesting we do with Cheddar? He's practically a living creature.
Hey, Cheddar, would you like to go on a lot of adventures?
What's an adventure?
Would you like to see a lot of cool things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We're going to go to a big city soon, and we can give you to somebody, and he will take you all over the place. You'll get to see facets of the world you've never seen in your entire life.
What's a he?
You pat the knife.
Well, anyway.
I didn't think you could actually talk to them.
Oh, you're right. It can't respond to me. Right. I can't hear it.
I'm hearing it all, and I just go, "Point made, Mr. Renshaw."
I'm sure whoever is listening to you, we will do our best to keep your daughter safe and sound and make sure that she sees justice.
Or bring her back safely.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Sorry, I had a little bit of paladin in my throat or
I have
something.
a daughter?
Yes, you do.
I have a daughter. What's a daughter? Is that like a sheath?
Yes. It is exactly like a sheath. Because it's someone you're going to be very close to and you never want to be apart from. And the dagger gets tucked in the sheath.
Ooh. I feel Stilton. Where is Stilton?
What's the connection with Stilton?
I don't think we're going to get anything out of this thing.
Well, does Stilton talk too?
No, I tried talking to Stilton too.
Is the detect magic still running?
Yeah.
Has Stilton got anything weird going on?
Nope. Other than the sheath it's in, which you've already figured out is just enchantment.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to stay near Stilton. Where's Stilton?
Oh, I can't hear that.
You're still...
I just pass Cheddar off to Therrin and say, well, I guess we can just hand him off at our next town.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, we should have given him to the Bat Lady.
Oi! We're here!
Who was that?
Gordon?
Gordon.
Oh, okay.
I see the gates!
I peek out the front and just pat Sam on the back and look over towards the town.
Coeurasa's light fades as dawn approaches.
I am excited for dagger antics.
I'm just going to get rid of the thing. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like,
It comes back into the pocket.
well, like,
Oh gosh, you throw it and it just comes back like a boomerang.
I would have tossed it, but, tree hugger over here. It's like, no, it's alive. No. So I have to give it to somebody. Is there a guard there?
Isn't it like
Hey,
4
guard!
in the morning?
Take this!
Hey, guard, you want a dagger? Thwack. You suck, Mom! You suck!
Christ.
So isn't everybody tired? And
In the game or out of the game?
Oh yeah.